Marlins look for their 7th straight victory next. Mike Sosa gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So coming to the plate, Dansby Swanson. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Hey, thanks, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Albies, base runner at first with 1 out. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
Ready with the 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, Ronald Jr. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Yeah, that's a fair ball, line to the right side. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
This is why it's so important to give your cleanup hitter an opportunity to hit with runners in scoring position. He does just what he's supposed to do, lacing a double and driving in a run, just like you draw it up.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Drilled down the line. Chapman has it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Sean Newcomb will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
In now, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Swanson scoops it up, and there's one gone to start the night. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game, I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Ready now, Chris Taylor, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
So digging in now, Matt Chapman. Definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. First offering on its way. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
He's set. Here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. On the move is Garcia. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Standing in, Jorge Soler. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Hard hit ball to second. Albies scoops it up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. It remains 1-0. So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Bounce down the third baseline. Chapman brings it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Lewis Brinson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Bases are empty. One man out. Counts even at 1-1 to Lewis Brinson. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 36, Caleb Joseph.
Now at the plate, Caleb Joseph. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Garrett Cooper, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Garrett Cooper.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground to short. Swanson picks it up. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion today.
Striding in, Ketel Marte. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Freeman is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Batting eighth, catcher, Ari Perez.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ari Perez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch coming, here it is. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is on the ground over to first. And on to first with it is Freeman, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They still trail 1-0. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Sean Newcomb. 9-1-2 due up. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes moving in. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Soler is there. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
The windup and the 0-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. They lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Mike Sosa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little blooper to center. Albies will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Here's Starling Marte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Marte, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Into the box, Franz Reyes. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. Two out here and a runner at second. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Grounder down the line at third. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And that'll score the run from second as they jump in front now 2-1. So he's able to come through here with two away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. In is Jorge Soler, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Underhanded flip, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Marlins 2 and the Braves 1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as Freddie Freeman settles in to start out the inning.
Freddie Freeman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Freeman has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him. Oh, just a sec. What a play. In time.
Now batting, left fielder, Ronald Jr.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ronald Jr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First delivery to him on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. To 1-2 now. Again, a 1-2. And a fastball just a bit high. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Garrett Cooper.
Third baseman, number 30.
First offering on its way. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it is Brinson. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting.
All right, now, so time for the Braves Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects who are having big-time success at the high levels of the minor leagues. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Swanson brings it in. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
The catcher, number 13, Ari Perez.
Digging in now, Ari Perez. First delivery to him on the way. Hit back up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 4 full. It's the Marlins 2 and the Braves 1. So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Reyes. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 36, Caleb Joseph.
So coming to the plate, Caleb Joseph. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Down in order go the Braves. They still trail it here 2-1. So here now is the pitcher, Mike Sosa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Mike Sosa.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. Garcia on the run, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Now here it comes. A Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit, right? That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Here's Starling Marte. He swings and grounds it to short, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single. So make it 2 hits for him now on the night as this one finds its way into center. And as you have a look there at the Marlins leaderboard, you can see he currently ranks second in that department. Ready for another chance? Chris Taylor, 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he'll dive back in. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. The 1-0. Hit hard toward the right side, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Marte rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, and they now lead by 2.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he showed some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner will get back standing. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. The runner scores from second.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate. Usually gets deposited in the seats.
In now, Franz Reyes, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Count even now at 1-1. Chapman stands at first with 1 out. Turned on down the line. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In is Jorge Soler. Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 39 on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
As we take another look here, you can see that the curve just didn't have that great bite to it, and he sends it deep into the night sky. If you can see it early, curveballs can be some of the easiest pitches to get airborne and backspin out of the park.
Up next for the Marlins.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Brandon McCarthy gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in now, Ketel Marte. Popped him up. Freeman over to his left. 2 down.
The catcher, number 13, Ari Perez.
Ready for another shot now, Ari Perez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one just missed outside. Pops this one up. Freeman moving to his left, and that ends the inning. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's the Marlins 7 and the Braves 1. Carlos Asuaje will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Carlos Asuaje.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Asuaje, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Hit hard to the right side. To his right, Cooper. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped straight up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Again, he sends it out of play. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 7-1. Number 63 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 63.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mike Sosa, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson scoops it up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Starling Marte.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Starling Marte. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and a strike to count. 1 out, nobody on. Come on. Line towards center field. Brinson is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box, Chris Taylor, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1 pitch. Line to the right side. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Snap move over to first. Back in standing. In now, Matt Chapman, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Runners on the move for second. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brinson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Marlins leave 1. They're on top 7-1. Back here on the show. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Ronald Jr.
Yeah, now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Ronald Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and what are the key numbers to look at? first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Popped him up. Cooper is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Stepping in, Johan Camargo. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Standing in now, Avisail Garcia, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 7-1. So striding in, Franz Reyes. He singled his last time up.
Right fielder, Franz Reyes.
Now here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 0-2 pitch on the ground to the left side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jorge Soler. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Digging in and looking for more, Garrett Cooper. From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Garcia. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Up next for the Marlins,
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now the 1-0. Back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Stepping in now, Ari Perez. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that's in there, base hit. Throw won't get him.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Standing in, Mike Sosa. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Starling Marte. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Long throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Into the box, Chris Taylor, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it, and that's the third out. Strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Marlins 10 and the Braves 1. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reyes is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Into the box now, Caleb Joseph. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes moving forward. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Well, the line score says it all. 10-1 as you check the tally inning by inning. Not the competitive game that 3 of us were hoping for when we signed on. And a fastball's in there for strike one. 249 the average coming in. 18 homers and 59 RBIs. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Now another 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 9. It's 10-1. Darren O'Day comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-0. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Brinson is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, Ron Reyes.
Striding into the box, Franz Reyes. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, I don't blame this guy right here. I would have took the first pitch myself. All you got is kneecaps and elbows coming at you.
Ready with the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia giving chase. 2 gone.
Up next for the Marlins, left fielder, Jorge.
Digging in to try it again. Jorge still there. He went deep back in the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high.
All right, let's go.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
Let's go, Fish.
Ready with the 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to third. Camargo brings it in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Miami down in order. They hang on to their 10-1 lead. And that'll bring in the former top prospect Ozzie Albies, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the first pitch to him. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 2, here it comes. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Marte. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 7, Soroka.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
The next 1-2 pitch. Liner towards second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Spin throw. Got him at first, and that was not easy with that guy running down the line.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Into the corner and slicing foul.
You don't see too many guys at this level be late on off-speed pitches right there. That tells me he was totally sitting on something else or was going automatic take.
Hit in the air down the right field line.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Here's a high pop-up. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over. 10-1 the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Fish get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. Mike Sosa earned his 9th win of the year. And it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Sean Newcomb was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 10 runs on 16 hits. No errors, 7 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. A reminder that special Miami-based transit shuttles to Golden Blaze Tri-Rail Station will be available just outside the stadium.